On Sundays, I like to kind of get my fridge ready. I'll take little videos as we go, but I already boiled these for 5 minutes, and I put them in ice water, and I'm just letting them dry, and then I'm going to wrap them in paper towels and put them in the fridge, and they'll be good for my lunches for like 3 days. This is broccolini. I got my berries soaking. I am so bad about eating these right out of the package, but man, I just soaked them for a few minutes and all that stuff came out. The only problem is I feel like the raspberries start to deteriorate as soon as you wash them, so just whenever I do this, I just eat those first. To keep like a box of greens fresh, I cut the corners off of these to kind of let a little air in it, just enough to open it up, and then I open it and fluff it up and leave it open, but as you use it, it'll close. So I also cut 2 little triangles in here just to let it air out. Make sure there's enough water so when you add the cold eggs, they don't reduce the temperature for too long, but it has to be a rolling boil because you poked holes in all these, so this has to be really going. All right, and then give it a couple minutes to come back up to a boil, and then set a 10-minute timer, and that's it. Let them boil at a pretty high boil, and then put them in ice water. I just fill my sink up with water and let my veggies soak. The celery and carrots I bought last week are still good and in the fridge, so I don't buy any new of that. But normally I would put like all my veggies in here and let them soak for a little bit, and then I always take the stems off of these. Maybe thinks these are treats. Alright, one broke open a tiny bit, but it didn't it's still totally fine. And when you poke the hole in the bottom of them, and then, you know, I don't know, it just makes them peel so easily. Do not wash mushrooms ahead of time. I just peel the top open so they can air out and stick them in the fridge, and just wash them as I need them. So it's not much today, but you know, sometimes there's more. But anyway, I just let everything kind of hang out for a while and dry, and then I'll stick this in a plastic bag with some paper towels, like a paper towel on the bottom, layer it with some kale, another paper towel, layer more kale, and then I cut a hole in both corners of the bottom of the plastic bag to let air in through the kale too. Yeah, I just get these cheap bags and just cut the bottom corners off so there's a hole. Alright, these are fairly dry. I'll have to change the paper towel tomorrow, I'm sure, but I just kind of roll them up like this and get them in the fridge. And then I pull them out and stick them in my lunch each morning. I like lemon in my salads and stuff throughout the week, so I'll get this cut up and just wrap it in saran wrap. It will dry out if you don't wrap this one, so this is the one veggie I do wrap. But it'll last all week when you do this. Alright, so here's all my clean fruit. I even cut up some pineapple. I don't like to mix my fruit together because it deteriorates at different levels. I got clean celery from last week, half of a fennel bulb left from last week. These are still good from last week because I cut them dry. Lemon, arugula. I'll make this broccoli later in the week. Hard-boiled eggs, quinoa I made. My lunch for tomorrow. I'll put the lid on it once it cools down. Cucumber. My broccolini all wrapped up. And my kale with some paper towels in it and the holes on the bottom. And then it looks like I'm cooking everything every morning when I come to work, but really everything's ready, so it only takes me like 5 minutes to throw a salad together in the morning.